Okay, it's already online. Great. So
Hi.
hello, hi everyone. I actually just dropped the tweet that we are going to do live session. So I'm not sure many people will join, but anyway, we do it also for ourselves, right?
And for the recording.
Absolutely.
And for recording as well. Yeah, I know not many people watch us, but those who watch, I saw good feedback in terms of oh, it's super interesting sessions, especially how Andrey dives deep into some pieces of Postgres code base. So it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
good.
trying.
Right. So what we just discussed that probably we should consider some tweaks for psql, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Mhm.
I use \h a lot to because it gives me documentation right in place. I always keep forgetting SQL syntax, so I need to check the order of words, for example, for various alter table commands and so on. But also completions. Speaking of completion, I do use completion with tab when I type CLA and tab. It completes it. But Kirk just raised the question in Hackers that we lack function names completion, and at least it should work for those functions which Postgres has, like system functions, like pg terminate backend or something, right? Or for any. What do you think? Your idea is it should work for any?
The same way \df works, which is
Yeah.
anything that's on your path.
Yeah. So and \d works, completion works for table names and view names and sequence names, I guess, and
Right.
\d for function names. But why it's not working when we type regular query, select function name? It doesn't work, right? And
Right.
why?
I think two things. I think first it's an omission because again, SQL syntax is broken in some regards. If SQL would have started the syntax with from table names select, then autocomplete on the select would be so much easier because you'd already know the tables you were selecting from. But because you typically you don't have enough knowledge right after select when you hit tab because you don't know. Typically, you're putting columns in there or functions. And the challenge is, since you don't know what tables, you don't know which columns to show. Showing all columns would be crazy.
Uh,
Um, but I
didn't
think
didn't
functions
we
would
try?
be cool. Go ahead.
Didn't we try to swap select and from? Did we do a session about it? It's actually very easy to change grammar in
Oh, is
Postgres.
it?
I just do.
Oh, that's
We,
funny.
Easy to change grammar in Postgres sounds scary to me.
But
no,
No?
it's
Well,
in
I
fact
did
much
it
easier than hacking
very long.
PSQL. The thing is,
hmm,
we cannot get this stuff committed, but we can do it absolutely.
uh,
And
Okay.
but that's a great point. Here's the deal. I think we'd have to take what is it, Andrey's approach of changing the SQL standard first to get if it's valid, change the SQL standard like they did with the underscores in the numbers, right? I forgot who posted the changes to allow underscores like commas in the large numbers. And the thing is in order to get it in Postgres, they realized it'd be easier if it was in the standard. So they went and pushed to get it in the SQL standard and it got accepted. And then it was trivial to get the Postgres guys to approve it, right? That's the route they went with that. Um, but yeah, but it's kind of weird that SQL's broken that way. That we treat the select first instead of the from. I just feel it's broken.
Yeah.
at the university, I was told that the basic idea of this structured English query language, so it should sound like it's English.
Right.
But that's why we don't have a lot of commas and like curly brackets and other stuff in SQL. So what's our plan? Change grammar, maybe then try to change psql, change age, change tab for function, whatever. Where do we start?
I, I'm favoring the \h, the help. And the idea we had behind that was when you do \h, and you type in something that it doesn't match, it gives you an error message with no link. And two ideas came out of this. One is, wow, wouldn't it be nice if it gave you the link to the Postgres documentation? So like if I type \h and format, because I always forget the parameters to format, I'd like a faster way. If I type that and it doesn't find it, it gives me a link instead of an error message. I hit the link and it's already searching for the word format in the Postgres docs.
Here we assume that search works well, right? But
well, yeah. Here's the problem. It's going to put pressure on the website people to make the search work better. Because frankly, I just Google everything for Postgres because searching on the Postgres.org site is horrible.
Well, I don't. It's interesting. I always Google, always. Not right now. I also use different tools, LLM based. But sometimes I still use search on website. I mean, PostgreSQL.org. I'm curious when, because I have some cases when it's working well, but it's not working well in general. I agree with you. And Peter Eisentraut noticed that it was about current setting function. The search for it doesn't work well. If you type current setting, it doesn't work well. It's annoying.
Yeah, and it is annoying. They should fix the website. And the thing is, if we make this change to psql that drives more links to the website, then I hope it would encourage them to fix the search feature on the website.
Yeah, and it looks to me that it's doing something like regexp search. Maybe it's not, or because this should be considered as a single word. Maybe it's just so current setting name. It's very strange. Instead of considering this as a single word and using a full text search, we see this, right?
Yeah.
Setting name. Where is current? Current is here. So it's not considered a single word, and
here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. It's an exact match in number 4, which is the index. So, but if I want to find it, you have to click on the number 4 link to take you to the index. Oh, but that's the kicker. But now you start at the very top, and then you have to internally search. Like, maybe the index page.
You need 2 clicks. You need 2 clicks to find it, but it works. But you need 2 clicks, and
and this gets you there faster. So if you're not, again, so the purpose of saying, hey, on the \h command, if you do something that's not, see, because \h is geared towards all of the DDL and SQL stuff, and that's what it helps you with: alter statements, select, right? But it doesn't help you really with any of the keyword stuff outside of that. This would give you that secondary pass, especially if it couldn't find help for you, right? So if it has help, that's great. When it doesn't have help, that becomes the question: how can we make that better? And that was the genesis. And then it gives us the opportunity that we've talked about to say, hey, what if the user also said in their settings with a pset variable and said, hey, I also want you to search this variable. Okay, create this URL. Here's a template URL. And then always put that under the help for me too. So if I do try to get help on something, you kind of remind me, hey, here's the Postgres documentation, but here's a way to search for it in your favorite search tool. That in my case, for example, I could do it to go to Google with the words PostgreSQL plus, and then whatever was just missed as a tag. And then boom, it would jump to Google and do the search for me, put the context of PostgreSQL into it, and I'm looking at good results. That was kind of the way to go.
So there are different ideas here, actually, right? So, and one of these ideas is to, so \h starts depending on documentation on this index, for example, right? Or how?
Well, \h would do its normal thing. It's just when it when it doesn't find something, right? When it does find something, it gives you a link to the documentation. It knows how to do that. We don't need to change that. When it doesn't find, it doesn't give you any link. And my first suggestion is, in that, at the very minimum, we should give it the link to go to the Postgres website, right? To search for whatever you typed. That should be a trivial change. Andrey's probably got the code already. Oh, it's psql. He doesn't know where to open it yet. I'm teasing.
I will find. I'm not sure we showed this before. Now I learned how to debug with Visual Studio Code, and I was trying to attach to psql, and I managed to attach. I used to attach to server processes backends, Postgres backends. I was reconfiguring my Visual Studio to connect to console tool, and it looks like it works.
This is itself already interesting, right? I mean, this debugging of psql, it's interesting.
Which is the correct desktop? I think this is one. Do you see now?
Yep.
Yes.
So to attach to Postgres process, you have to create launch.json file. And I just closed it. I'm not sure how to. Oh, here it is. I always copy this from this blog post by someone from internet. I just Google it every time, like build Postgres and debug it on Mac. And most important part is this launch.json. I've put it into my text editor, and now let's detach. I have running psql here.
Okay.
One. And I can attach to it by specifying PID or just a process. And it looks like if it's attached, we can see where is it heading. I'm not sure we can. Let's try. It doesn't work. Okay, let's find the code. It's probably somewhere in bin psql, and see how it is structured. psql. Here is a lot of C files.
There's a command. Yeah.
Command. Okay. Find something like help here. Help. Exec command help. And try to set a breakpoint here. Why did it quit? Again. It quits immediately after
it quits
touch.
Without errors.
So chances are that it doesn't work.
Your screen was in Postgres. Are you wondering why it didn't hit a breakpoint? So this is psql's running. So put a breakpoint in there and now do a /h and some random command. And do a random command. Don't do something it'll find. /h and then random. Or is, yeah. This is the error message I'm talking about addressing. So how it says no help, and then we can build a link for that.
Okay, so we can just see this where it is output is where it is generated. So all we want is just to add a link here to click.
Yeah, but we have to look at how, now go do a help on something that is probably short, like alter database or something. And because I want to look at the link format that it uses in the psql.
Database.
There you go. Perfect. Now here's what's magic. If you hold the control key over that link, it usually highlights. So move
I
the
don't
mouse.
use iTerm too.
You have to highlight it. God. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was a terminal feature or if it was they
It's
did
a
something
term feature.
special.
Yeah, iTerm.
But
Which
yeah,
means somehow, but not in
yeah,
every
let's
terminal.
look for the URL where it's outputs URL colon, right? Or however, yeah. So let's find that.
Here we go.
Oh, good. Perfect. So, and then, oh, so it's just a sprintf. Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
Super
So
simple.
let's copy that. Yeah, let's copy that over to the nothing found message area.
And just search, right? It's super easy. So
Yeah. Yeah, let's copy that.
didn't work. Will not work, Andrey, or what?
I just don't understand. We want this, exactly this.
No, not this, but search.
Yeah,
search.
we'll edit it. We'll edit it. We'll send it to google.com, copy this and paste this to where it outputs the error message. Right. So do whatever we have to do here. And now we'll fix this. I'll send you a message on the side channel of what I think the URL should be. I'm just going to send it to Google and wrap it with a PostgreSQL plus whatever. So give me a replace template. Oh, they already have one in there. So, all right. So let's do this. PostgreSQL space, and then I'm going to do current setting. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this. And then I'll paste this into our chat. Okay, so if you can rewrite the PostgreSQL URL to be Google, and this is just for an example, but we could actually keep that. Go ahead.
So idea is to replace this printf with error message. With or should we just add this URL to?
I want it appended. I want an extra blank line after the with no arguments help. So do an extra \n, and then we'll output this.
Like this?
Oh, there you go.
And
exactly. Well, it created the URL string for you, right? So the URL variable contains it, or yeah, you can wrap it. Yep. Look at that. Perfect so far. I wouldn't put a \n in there. Yeah, perfect. And then I would add the word Postgres and a plus sign in front of whatever that piece was. So it's, let me look at your URL, Q equals, and then PostgreSQL with a plus sign, and then whatever the S was. So right after the equal sign, back up to the left a couple. Right after the equal sign, I want you to add PostgreSQL after the equal sign.
Right. So we add the extra context, and
right, and then a plus, and then a plus sign. Perfect.
And extra double quotes should be removed, I guess, right? Or
no, those are C. Those are C.
No, this is very necessary here.
okay,
what is topic? This is
yeah, we don't want the topic. Well, hold on. Yeah, just a second though. I wanted to see. Ooh, don't delete it. So when they do the normal one, and that's what we're comparing it to. So I'm just hacking away, right? I'm looking at how they do the help alter database. Okay, so that normal one, they reduced it down to -SQL and then got rid of the spaces out of it. Let me see here. So they did %s for the version, and then they used the second variable. So, and that was docbook ID. Okay, well, we don't have a docbook ID. So the question is where is the string we just searched for? That's what we're looking for.
What do you mean? Like that?
You did the help that failed. So if you did \h current underscore setting, where is parameter 1 to current underscore setting in memory? Where is the back to the help command? So at some point, the help command got it told us no help for %s. It's topic.
Right.
Yeah, just plug topic in there. Yeah, so your format works already. So it currently works without I would put a note on the, I would comment that it needs a URL encode at some point. Just put a comment on the end of the second output. Down 2 more lines or what? Yeah, put it there. Yeah. Yeah, we need a URL encode. And what that does is the whole trick with, right, spaces become plus signs, yada, yada, yada. So then Google will search it properly.
Right. So idea is right now we have something like just to work in iTerm terminals only, well, unfortunately. But then make it configurable.
Install iTerm actually.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's try to.
It's not needed. It's just yeah. And then we think about making it extensive, like configurable. So in the like Postgres nature is high extensibility. So why not, right? Make it psql extensible in this area as well. And then probably I would think if we go this direction, I would probably think not only providing a link, but in some cases providing the content itself. If this like search or helper engine supports it, it could be LLM.
Look at that. Right? It's almost working already.
Yeah, okay.
So the quotes were extra. So it ended up quoting.
Okay.
So I don't know why it quoted it unless they quoted the topic string.
We don't need quotes there. We don't need quotes there.
Quotes are in this topic string.
Are they? No. Something. No, they're actually in the fprintf. Yeah, remove the backslash quotes. Yeah.
You don't need any quotes there.
Yeah.
At all.
And then delete the perfect.
This is what I was trying to tell you about. You said.
Tell us earlier. We weren't hearing it because we weren't seeing it at the same time. Yeah. I thought they were C quotes. I didn't pay attention to the.
Drop down. Let's go.
Look at that. So do current setting. Do current underscore setting. Well, see, you got a space in there. We need do current underscore setting. And now copy that link and run it.
This will be better than Postgres search, I bet. So in Russian.
There you go.
I got
Postgres Pro is taking the first place here. But yeah, this goes directly to where we need it. That's good.
Yeah. So this is
what if we have something like first word, second word. Now we have
that's the URL encode problem, right?
Yeah.
We need to replace the spaces
%20.
with plus
We need
signs.
%20 needed or plus. I think %20 is more correct here because plus is like splitter of terms.
No, plus is actually the URL encoded version of space. It is.
My URL encode in many languages gives me %20, not plus.
Yeah, but it's interesting because if you change them to pluses and execute that, it puts on the Google search bar. In fact, the PostgreSQL space and then first is what shows up on the URL.
Right. Well, this I understand, but okay, let's see. Do we have a URL encode at all?
Do we have URL at all?
By the way,
encode.
Anyone knows why string functions in Postgres don't have it naturally? There is no such thing. We always need to build it using PSQL or just regular SQL.
Oh,
it's a simple thing to have. Why Postgres doesn't provide this?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but it's in different context, not in C context, in SQL context, right?
Yeah. That's interesting. PostgreSQL.
I bet it also should be discussed already. Let me check, but this is actually off topic for sure.
So we don't have ready functions through URL encode. We can write one ourselves, just like.
Yeah.
I think it should be easy if we have some prototype.
There's a bunch of them out there. Like there's an extension already for Postgres URL underscore encode to give you the functions.
So write it ourselves, or let's write it. Just
let's write it. We'll do the simplest version of it.
URL and code. We just want char star text.
Yep, we should take in text, output text.
While topic, while it is not null, if topic is space, we replace it with
+sign. Or %20, I don't know. Well, yeah, +sign is easier because it's not a multi-character.
Yes, if we do like we let's leave it with plus and maybe
create another. I think create a different output variable because all of the other ones are going to be escaped. They're going to have multiple characters. We're not going to be able to get away with that.
So %20 is a standard way. Plus is alternative non-standard way. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason I use plus is I find it to be legible. Right? It's easier to read. But if it's non-standard, you know what? The Postgres people will probably shoot us for doing it in the less standard way. So we can do %.
Here we need debugger, right?
Yes. What could probably go wrong?
Oh, you're not returning anything.
Yeah, return. We don't have return here.
No, we don't need to return anything.
Oh, but
just
did you call
change it in place.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, you're not doing. Oh, okay. You did topic ++, but is that changing?
It's changing the pointer.
It's changing the pointer, but it's not impacting the caller though, the way you're passing it in. So because it would have to be char ***, right, to change the actual value of topic.
I like C.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is topic actually?
Oh no, you're using it like a function. You are using it like a function. Go back to how you're calling it. You're trying to shove on the stack the URL encoded value of topic. You must return topic. You must return topic. You're using it like a function. Okay, there you go. If you do it that way, I'll let you get away with it.
Good catch. Good catch.
Hey,
it's so helpful.
Even a blind squirrel gets the occasional nut.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at
we
that.
really need the actual URL encode. This is I don't know.
I would work on formatting, so make this URL like distinguishable, because right now it's a bunch of text, everything compressed.
It works now.
It works, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think an extra break, an extra new line before and after would be nice. Okay. So it sticks out.
Maybe indent a little bit, like, so it depends, but yeah. And this should be like what?
And give a \t or a couple spaces, just so it's not left aligned. Yeah, after the \n, and then put. Oh, I wouldn't go too far. Yeah, it's a T, and then at the far end, put a \n as well, an extra \n at the far end to the right. So I want an empty line before the prompt displays. Good.
So it was trivial, almost, right? Of course.
Right. So now the hard part, right, is how do we? What's the right way to parameterize this? So, like for example, we could have a single set variable with URLs separated by a vertical bar or something, so that it can be parsed into an array of them, and people could put multiple in if they wanted. If they didn't, we just generate one.
Use something like %q to like search term should go, or search query.
Right. So let's code this search term up. What I was thinking for the search term, and I use this a lot, other people use it, but let me make sure. I'm going to type it into the other chat for us. is I would do PostgreSQL plus, and then something like something as obvious as what I'm typing here. Boom. So I typically like to use that with like the squiggly brackets on a phrase. And then all we do is we replace that. Now, the switch side is we could literally just have it be %s and just have it be the format string. Now, the downside of that is if we ever wanted to pass it twice, it doesn't work, right? If you try to pass it twice, if you wanted the same parameter twice. Now, I don't know, printf, does that give us the ability to say like the first string and the second string? Because they could get away with saying, do the first string and then do the first string again, just like format does, where you can add a one to it. So
I don't think we have.
I'm trying to see. Let me see. I'm going to Google it.
It should be like prompt, right, in psql, or like a log line prefix in Postgres itself. We should be able to use the same thing multiple times.
Right. Let me see this. Oh yeah, there is. It's $, like, oh, that's asking the question. And let me see what the answer is.
I'm also curious why debugger is not working. It's pity.
Let's try to attach again.
But how common this situation is? You use print lining all the time when you try to debug it, and then it stops working and you return to print lining again, right? Always.
Yes, most of the time I'm lying.
It's fancy, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm okay with it just being. Again, we could make it something they could substitute out so that they have more control, or we could just make it the %s, the %s, and get feedback on it. If people think it should be just a substitute.
Yeah, it's a dirty patch, right? So we just prototyping. So
yeah. So I think just doing %s. So now the question is let's set a variable to this and see.
Do you know some examples of similar variables?
Oh, pset variables. Yeah. There any of the just \pset will list all of them, right? Let me do that. And then oh no, not pset, they're \set. Sorry. They're set variables. Version num, server version, prompt. Prompt is probably the easiest one. Right? So prompt.
We need something unique. Prompt.
Yeah. So like help underscore URL, but prompt2 will get you to the code you're looking for. Help underscore URLs.
How is it working? That variable hooks. So here SQL startup stuff. Oh, looks like the place that we want.
And that'll tell you how to get the variable, right? Perfect.
So we want help URL. And all the other stuff, like, do we want one URL or many URLs?
I sent you a text, I think.
URLs, okay.
Yeah, so I think we could output many URLs. The question becomes, it could get unwieldy, but it's kind of interesting if we allow them to embed the \n. I think that's too much. I'm actually doing it here for you now. I'm going to switch it to a different search. I'm giving you a double of what I'm imagining. DuckDuckGo. Okay. So that would be the set variable in the format with the vertical bars. And then we could just loop. If it exists, we can loop over it.
Okay, so essentially, I was asking if it's plural or singular.
Yes,
It
it's plural.
must be plural.
Yep.
Plural. And now I just copy all the stuff from prompt.
Perfect.
Why
and
URLs,
change
by
it.
the way? Shouldn't that be just help, like additional helper messages? Because maybe it will be something additionally, not just URLs. I'm thinking about not just providing a URL, but maybe embedding the additional help result from some additional engine. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but if it's an engine that it's going to go out to, it would end up being a URL, right?
Yeah, it
And if
can
it
be
wasn't,
URL, but maybe it's a short answer right here already.
how would we resolve that? How would we get anything more than a string here?
We could,
without making a call.
We need to have a call, right?
We'd have to call. Instead, I just want to make it easy for them to generate the call. But
it would be more flexible then.
Oh, I got the default for you. Oh, I know what default I want to use. I want you to use the PostgreSQL one for the default. So the one that they used for help database. So the base URL can just be Postgres URL, and then the generic kind of search. Yeah, let me do the search current setting, and let me give you the So it's the same. It's basically this one. %s. Boom. There you go.
I think there is huge potential here if we allow calls, but calls can be, I don't know.
Yeah, like calls could have it doing something you might not.
External program. Right, but imagine like we do something and, for example, we have LLM with small prompt asking like help and provide like few lines of answer and it will do it. It will help us.
That's interesting.
Yeah, okay. On a second
pass.
Fantasy.
Yeah. On a second pass, I think having, an assistant, AI assistant kind of configuration line. So if you ask for help and that you configured that, it would go and grab that. But that would be.
Yeah, my thoughts go further, like not only \h, but maybe, for example, imagine we have a plan and we want to explain plan, right? And we have output and we need additional words from something. It can be LLM, it can be different service which explains, like, not without any AI, just explains things in this explain plan, helping us to move faster, right? But in this case, definitely, like, it's a call to external program. But yeah, I'm curious to understand how psql could be more extensible in this area. Allowing such calls for those who want it, of course, right? Not default behavior. We know this \o with pipe works like that, but it's kind of not convenient.
This underscore is an interesting thing. It's actually translation. So
translating.
it's here. Yes, it's for a reason here, but we have to remove it.
Yeah, we don't want this to be translated. Oops. Okay. Got it.
You work now? I hope.
Shouldn't be.
You're going to have to execute a set command. Huh. And it should be a loop to parse the words out. So that's right. You don't, because you initialized it. Yes.
Where is the default?
Yeah.
Where is, I forgot. Here. No. By the way, we have to compose some help about help.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can write it. Help URL.
Help URL.
Mm-hmm. Specify. Yeah. Specify. Well, okay. Help URLs. Good. Specifies vertical bar separated array of URLs to generate. Hit the vertical bar.
Like this or vertical?
Just, no. Type the vertical bar. I type the vertical bar. Yeah, vertical bar separated array of URLs. Okay. With and then you might want to do \% s. Right. I don't know how to output a %s without breaking. Double backslash will output a backslash. So double backslash is wrong. Just single backslash. Single backslash.
This will output just one single backslash. And
I don't want it. Right. Yeah, but I don't want the % sign to be resolved. That's it. Good. I want \% so you get a % sign.
Right? I think it will work like that.
Yeah.
You don't like red color or what?
Well, it could be telling you it's an error. I mean, that's the color of a syntax error. But
yeah.
Oh, how do they output that?
M.
Yep.
Like that, and check what do we have.
I mean, I'm trying to think. URLs is restrictive. It's not extensible. It could be something else. I like. Okay.
How do we invoke that help? Let's see this message.
You do. It's \h or \?.
Oh, this is for CLI parameters. \? I think.
Yeah, question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How do you see that? That's funny. \set. Okay. So \help set.
Mm-hmm.
No. Change your runtime parameter.
Too many helps, right?
Let's see. Yeah, help about. Where are we? Where did we change it? So here, it's in help variables. It is.
Oh, hold on. Let me try. Prompt.
\? Variables. This is it. \? Space.
Got it.
Variables. Never used it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hidden.
Like it's a whole.
Yeah, it's like something.
It's a maze of stuff that is hidden inside psql.
Very far corner, right?
I think that's one of the drawbacks of Postgres is by the time you get the knowledge that's embedded in Postgres, you forget what it's like to be a new user.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what do we do next? We have to make it work for many URLs. Now it works.
Right. We have to now parse it based on the, we can do string talk on the vertical bar.
Oh, how do we separate? We have to separate URLs.
Yeah. So create a string talk loop, right? You've used string talk, right? String tokenizer, strtok.
Never used it actually.
Oh, all right. Yeah, string talk. It's a standard C library.
I just want to copy paste it from somewhere. It's in Perl. No, we won't see.
There you go. Variable, comma, and then $sign. So typically how this works is it will parse this out for you, and it replaces your token effectively with a null inside the string so that it can actually loop over it. So if you keep calling string talk, you return back a the variable incrementing through. You keep returning a pointer to the beginning of the string prior to the, or just after the thing you're looking for. So
it returns prefix of a string.
Exactly. Or... Yep. I'm sending, well, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, ChatGPT on the string toke example. So, boom. Yeah, I'll send you a link you can look at on the side. That gives you an example, parsing something out by dashes. And then it breaks it out into the 3 pieces because there's 2 dashes in the string. So basically it's so you grab the token first, which will always point at the beginning of the string, and it'll demark on the first thing. And then you keep calling string toke, and then that's when you use the null syntax. Yeah.
Got it. So we have to actually duplicate a string as it's done here.
Well, it's actually, you're going to duplicate the pset URLs. That's what you're going to duplicate, right? Good.
Do it like this. And now while what we were.
And you declare a char asterisk token to just be your pointer that you're going to keep reusing.
Yeah, let's see. And we expect that there is at least one.
No, this doesn't require there to be one. So that's why I like string toke. It doesn't require that there is one. If there isn't one, it returns the beginning of the string, and then it stops after 1.
And
quote, vertical bar, quote. No, vertical bar. Yeah, perfect.
But
and then in the while loop, we have to calculate it again at the bottom. Good.
Oh, we do this output URL like
perfect.
Like that.
And then we got to change the second call to have the null. That tells us that we're looking in the same string again. So it's null, comma, and then vertical bar.
I don't get how it works. I see this example.
Yeah. So
where does it save URLs?
Oh, it overwrites it. That's why. That's the first time you call it. It knows where it's pointing at. So
it's saving somewhere our string.
Yeah, it's updating your string with the pointer. I forget but this is the call structure.
Okay, so looks correct now. Let's just start it. At least for everything's still working.
Good, because there's no vertical bar. Right, so now we do, \set and help _ URLs. And I gave you one with a vertical bar. but without the %s in the thing. But
like that?
yep, but change the current setting to %s if you want to do the substitution, like twice in that string. But that's the correct set. Where it says plus current, setting, both of those plus current settings should be %s's, because those should be the variables.
Got it.
And it's twice. Yep. So good. And then there. Perfect. Oh, did you there shouldn't be tabs in here. We shouldn't need tabs in here. Let's go look at the code again. Are we actually looping over? So fprintf output. So we're printing to output. Do you output the output?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so you
just
that's appending to it. That keeps appending to it. Yeah. So here, I guess your format string, then we need to add the tabs and the carriage returns to the URL, right? To the URL variable here, so that they're each on their own line. We should be able to.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. I see how you're doing it. Yep. And then, yeah, that's perfect, actually. That should work. Did you rebuild that already?
Yeah.
I didn't see you.
Yes, wow. I think so.
Okay.
But something is not working.
You're using semicolon in /h, and maybe it's a problem. I don't know.
Yeah, don't type anything funny in /h. The /h and just do a real thing like current _ setting first. Yeah. Whatever. Do first. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. All right. So that's still doing the default value. So let's look at how you're polling the help URLs, because maybe it's not updating.
Maybe I didn't.
Oh,
you was right. I didn't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to set it every. Yeah, you have to set it every time, or put it in your psql-rc. Look at that. Look at that. That's kind of exciting.
It's great, but I have like.
Oh, you want to take it to the next level?
No, yeah, because like I know how to Google, right?
Right.
Yeah, we right now we're telling, hey, you can Google it, but I know. So I'm very curious, like how to extend it further, and I don't see good solution on unfortunately, because this external program to be called and the result return, it sounds like too complex, right? I mean,
what's wrong with DuckDuckGo? It searches for search.
Yeah, because maybe it doesn't understand plus, or maybe it's not Q.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo has the wrong format, maybe. Yeah, I just guessed. Type your own search in DuckDuckGo and see how it changes it. There you go.
Okay, just slash without
the search and the Q.
Without a question mark.
Well, we need better URL encode. Besides this, everything seems to work.
%20 should work, I guess, but %20, I think.
Yeah.
So how to make it more useful? It's good. I mean, it's great.
Okay, so results. We got it working. My only complaint now would be that we set the default value to whatever it was, to the Postgres URL.org. Should we always include that? Like, or do we leave that up to the user if they want it to link back to postgresurl.org? They can always add it as one of their own. But if they don't define it, I like that it goes there. Like, right? I like that it does go to post if they don't define it. So then this way it always works. And then once they define it, it's up to the user. I'm pretty happy with that. Do you want to try to fix the URL encoder and change it to %20? Since DuckDuckGo kind of.
I think it's doable with string tokenizer or something like that. I'm looking for a C solution, but
what edition?
Actually, I'm looking for a C solution for prepare a C solution. Actually, this is one of the problems that we give with coding interviews, and I actually asked it maybe 2 or 3 times myself, but
I would just use
like
curl library and that's it because it has function. But we cannot, I guess, make a dependency on SQL. So,
I mean, we could do a regex. Like, I'm sure someone has a regex out there that'll fix it. Like, right? Because that's all it's doing is a series of replaces. But
let's write it on our own. I don't think replacing one character with 3 characters is actually that hard.
Yeah, that's not a big deal, right? We just need a different output, or we have to overwrite the variable. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to return our own.
We must have some result. And we need an iterator.
Oh, Nikolay posted one in.
Something. I have no idea if it's good. Let me do code review.
Actually, it's better than we can allow to ourselves. It's doing reallocation. We do not have.
Oh, yeah, we have to allocate. They allocate 3 times the length plus 1 for the string, which is that's the magic variable. Is most strings expand to 3 strings, right? And
this actually is a good implementation. Let's take this.
Well,
it's allocated too much, but
we need to free it, right? As usual, C, right? Memory leaks, otherwise, probably.
No, it's psql. We will free it, and psql can leak it.
Okay.
Well, okay.
PSQL can leak. The statement of this session. PSQL can leak, no problem.
The sad part will be the post in the hackers group that says, I was going to approve this patch until I watched the video.
We can even. We don't have multi-line comment, single-line comment.
Right.
Besides this. Actually looks good.
Oh, this is an option to, how about we pass in, we make the caller send us an allocated string, and as one of the, and we return that pointer back, and then we let the caller free it. Or we can just free it when we get it back. That's fine.
Just, we don't need this magic actually somewhat scares me, but I hope it's correct.
Don't ask me.
Okay, we don't need to prettify it too much.
Oops, you commented out of brace. Go back. Go back to where you were, please. That's why you got all your if errors. pop back to where you were. There you go. One brace there. Yeah, you commented out. Yeah, that's all. Yep. Do it again.
Okay, so no need to comment, just.
Mm-hmm.
And now switch the name up.
Every code that deserves to be written deserves to be written twice. Encoded.
Well, if you write it that clean.
I wouldn't call it really clean, but I hope it will work. And no leaks.
And you got to remember to set your variable first. Look at that. Now try putting oh, that's because I embedded that in the link. That's because I embedded that in your set command. So if you look at set there. Yeah. Oops. Oh, hold on. %20, %s.
We do not URL encode.
What if we use just space there? Why not? It will be transformed to %20 automatically. Maybe
yeah, put a space there instead of the %20.
Maybe we need double quotes though.
There you go. That worked. All right, so change the first one too.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh.
It doesn't work.
Strange.
What, PostgreSQL? It didn't work.
The thing is, our set command is not passing this.
Right, we're only encoding. We're only in the whatever the %s is.
Mm-hmm. But we need to URL encode the final result instead of just query.
We need to URL encode
it won't.
This part.
Yes. Yeah, we cannot URL encode the whole because it has this colon // and so on. Yeah. Bad.
Well, hold on. Did the one work for? Okay, so PostgreSQL. What happened here? Oh, with the space just got deleted.
The thing is, when we do this, in this case, it is %20 is interpreted as a key from
for the printf, so it gets removed.
Printf. We can try to escape it with
backslash it. Yeah, let's see.
But psql doesn't allow us. No, we can't escape it.
Strange problem, right?
Right. Put the plus sign back in, and I'll be right back.
Works in Google. Doesn't work for DuckDuckGo. Actually, it's interesting. Will it work with the default now? Seems to work correctly. So it works with Google and Postgres site.
With Google because you return plus or what? I just.
Yeah, Google understood plus as a space.
DuckDuckGo doesn't.
The only other thing I'd consider is potentially dropping a sentinel in there and doing a string replace on the sentinel. Oh, isn't there a ampersand format like ampersand SP or something like that? And let me try DuckDuckGo differently. Maybe DuckDuckGo has a different search I can use, just as out of curiosity.
So I will post in the chat current version.
So we try to understand how to pass white spaces.
Yeah.
Not
Actually, it works with Google and Postgres.
Oh, hold on. I found it. I found it under DuckDuckGo. You got to change the query. It needs to be topic equals. And if you do that, the plus signs work now. Okay, so I know why it wasn't working. Because the way we coded it for DuckDuckGo, we made the pluses part of the URL. So if you actually do a / T equals H _ amper Q equals.
So T instead Q, right?
Yeah, well, T and Q both, right? The magic was that it's the / T equals H _ amper Q. Okay, equals, right?
Like something like that.
Yeah, perfect. And now, boom. That worked.
Yeah, that works correctly.
Okay.
Cool.
Now that was real hacking, like hacking at the C level, hacking at the Postgres level, hacking at the URL level. Awesome. So basically this is, I mean, this is working as a concept. The only other question I ask you is, would we ever want to add this additional output to the end of a successful search? So go ahead and do the /H drop database, whatever the short one was that, yep. Now, would we ever want to go ahead and output our additional URLs after that one?
I don't know.
For a successful search, right? This one's a little bit harder to say we want to muck with, right? So I'm okay with just what we've done. Now, looking at and comparing these, the output on the other ones were URL : right? And then the URL was output, and we don't have any of that. Also, is it me, or where's the extra blank line after the second search? I thought for sure we'd have another blank line before Postgres prompt. Like on this search, there's an extra blank line, but on ours, right before the H drop database, there isn't one. We're one blank line short. Do you see it?
By the way, do we need this tab?
I don't think we need the tab, but do we want to add the URL : on that, like they do, so it looks more like their output? Or
so just let's put 2 new lines. About this T, I'm not sure.
Let's get rid of it. Let's see how it looks. URL : space.
Yeah. And see how it looks like.
Set command. We're getting a double output on the thing. So basically, because we have 2 there, let's just put 1 more before the output or whatever. Yeah.
Did you like this URL?
I think it's more consistent with what we have. I don't mind seeing it there.
I think it's a small thing. I expect that in general there will be questions like what should be done here. I mean, it's good, but still, like I think I expect, and I saw discussion, and it's progressing, but maybe like by default it should be just one URL leading to Postgres search, and
Actually, now I learned that default terminal is picking this link, and also default terminal have this.
what?
Search main page index.
Search with Google.
That's.
Why
and it's
Google,
not
right?
open in my default browser. I have Firefox and it open in Safari.
Why Google, right? Just
Okay.
because I term developers decided so, and I cannot imagine Postgres will decide to have Google by default. It's like it's hard to imagine, right? So in general, like maybe it's already something working, right? It's good and it's configurable, but it only provides additional URLs, like reminding that you can search. What if it would be something returning actual result? I don't know. Like maybe it's too hard, right? In my head, it's like if something is not found, there is an error, but also some few lines of help, actual help right here. What you can do, like maybe like for example, maybe you have a typo, and of course LLM.
You can embed CURL, like embed maybe a script that will run CURL and go to API and
Return result from API, right?
return result.
Right, but that's like it would be super cool to have this configurable, like call external service as additional helper. But also, would it be accepted in hackers? Maybe no, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why not? Just do you find it like we are connecting terminal, like something ancient, to AI?
I
Command
find it
line
useful.
tool.
I use psql all the time because it's super powerful, but sometimes I lack things and I need to use browser as well additionally all the time. So this sounds strange, connecting AI plus ancient terminal, but at the same time it's very powerful, and LLM definitely can help with. Imagine like this, like old solution to typo stuff. Like you had a typo, maybe you meant this, like read line thing, or old solution for full text search. It's all covered by LLM right now. It can answer all questions like that. It will
We
explain
already
you
have an external program for paging. Like we can specify
exactly
pager
less. Yes. But it's not pager.
and
It's short answer. Pager is not involved here.
maybe we can embed some like a guide, like a guidance system that helps you to navigate and learn and
Well, I know the trick how to make what I mean working. It's \o plus pipe vertical line, and you can process by external program, but it looks like a hack basically. It's not like original support of external help. Okay, let my fantasies not to progress here. It's too
Well,
much.
this is how changes come about. Also, I can't help but thinking of Vim type interface when I'm thinking of going levels deeper, right? Where you have a Vim terminal and the ability to hit the chat out of it and the ability to see psql output, kind of thing. But that's only because I'm just watching some of the magic of Vim recently. So, but I think for me, this solves the initial problem that there's no help if you try to get help on something that wasn't a predefined DDL SQL. And then for me, this, this gets you to go, oh, yeah, I can just go ahead and, just click on that and open it up in a link. And then in the case that I have a couple different places I like to look, I could get them in here. And I think they should do a better job on the help search feature, straight up, honestly, for Postgres.org.
Usability wise, it says try the \h with no arguments to see available help, and logically it should be or try to search here, right? Something like that.
Oh, should we clean up that message?
Well, the message itself is an
Yeah,
alternative.
that part. Yeah, try H with no arguments.
Why? It might be helpful sometimes as well. Like it says you can, like, this is just remove everything and you will see something, right? But maybe this is not what user wants. So instead of removing this, I would say that just this, or use this search URL here, or a couple of searches. No?
I don't think we have to add the or, because we're giving them the URLs. If they don't recognize what those URLs are for, I don't know if we can help them. Right? And by default, it'll go to Postgres.org. So I don't think we have to say or use these URLs, because to me, those URLs look pretty custom.
Okay. So
awesome.
I will format the patch, write a commit message, and send it to Kirk's thread in Hackers.
Yeah, awesome. Just to keep wheel rolling or something, right? So it's the food of thought. Obviously, there are multiple directions in this idea, multiple directions. Like maybe like should be URL. We are by default to PostgreSQL or no, and so on. So yeah, okay, interesting.
Perfect. Nice job.
Maybe let's compose commit message.
All right, we should probably reference the thread on the hackers group, obviously, and then
no need for this. Let's just make a meaningful commit message, like what we have changed.
All right.
Add URLs or URLs like this.
Respell the word to. TO instead of TP. Just a little typo. Yeah. Okay. Add URLs to \h in psql when there's no keyword matching. So when there is no match, or no keyword matching.
I understand why you want to remove that try without keywords, because it says if you provided the wrong keyword. With this approach, we say we don't have anything to say, but you can search, right? Instead of saying you used the wrong keyword, basically.
Well, we're still okay. So we're still saying that you type something we don't recognize, but instead of just giving you a dead end, here's some ideas.
We redirect to different help place, basically. Okay, yeah.
So like that.
Or search, Nikolay, do you like the verbiage change?
Yeah.
So with no arguments to see available help, or search.
Well, if there are no search, this URLs help URLs defined, this will.
No, it'll always come back to the Postgres.org one that we did earlier. That's the default.
Okay.
So jump in and do it again just to confirm, but recompile and jump in and out of psql. Just go in and out of psql and then do the help without doing the set. See?
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, why do we have this extra new line here?
Oh, that's interesting. Let's go look at how you set the default value with new lines. Let's go look at the default value. I'm glad we tested that.
Yeah.
Set default. Okay, there you go. There it is. You got \n, \t, all that. Yep. Zap all of those. And the \n from the other end too. Yep. Perfect. Let's try again. Good test. Nice. Perfect.
Maybe search docs online.
Or how about just search online instead of docs online? Because it could be wherever they want to search.
I can hear modem buzzing, dialing with a phone line when we're writing something about online. Times of America Online. I'm not sure how all is still there. And Yahoo is absolutely sure it's there. Where do we have this help? I can't remember. Search online. Like
Perfect.
that?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go. This is our patch that we are setting to hackers.
To the hackers group.
Good.
Excellent.
Okay, so next time, should we change SQL grammar? It's very easy.
Just from a hacking standpoint, it would be kind of cool.
I remember
Actually,
was Yak Bison and also like some other.
It's there is a gram y file with like 20,000 lines of code, but what we need is from clause. This from clause, like
Well, in a weird way, I'll be honest, in a weird way, the with statement kind of does this, right? When you code your
different level.
Yeah, at a different level. If you did with and then your selects, and then you get down to select, it knows what's available from the with command, right? But I still think it'd be interesting to understand the from aspect, but I don't know. I mean, I don't expect them to ever take that kind of thing, but it is an interesting hacker concept to play with the syntax.
Actually, if we could extend the parser with our own grammar, we could do a lot of cool stuff. I remember I heard a bunch of complaints about that SQL is not good, but DB guys recently wrote a good paper, good post about making SQL better, and they propose a lot of improvements. And if we had a
this is convenient star exclude, this is good. I like it.
if we could make our syntax extendable, we would produce an extension with all that funny stuff. And I can show you that changing Bison grammar is not that problem. This yak is not really. It's hackable. We just have to make it not in a core. We have to make it an extension, but I don't know how to do it yet.
That's interesting concept. So
wow.
That was productive.
No, what a great session, guys. It's been too long.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, this was fabulous. All right.
Actually, small thought. Maybe at least in our patch, maybe if we continue polishing this URL code, maybe we will propose it as URL code string function for SQL. Or also decode is needed, I think. But as any language has, why Postgres doesn't have it?
I think that's a reasonable push.
I need to check with our bot what happened in the past with this idea. I'm sure it was proposed multiple times, so I will do some research.
Good. So thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
See you next time.
Until next time.